He was asleep just a few moments ago. He gave us maybe 20 minutes. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll keep my things open for in case I need to be called for dadly duties. He seems to be okay at this time. I haven't been able to be here for quite a while, for obvious reasons. I make that face a lot. That, but just need to grab the. There it is. Very good, very good. And my headphones are not doing the thing properly. I need new headphones. I need a new sound system. I need a new computer, basically. This is a at least 10-year-old computer by now. Pretty sure I upgraded it back in 2017. So it's almost 10 years old. And everyone knows computers just blink out of existence when they reach 10 years old. Not good. There are some parts of this computer that are actually older than that though. So, not good. Well, it's as good as it can be, realistically speaking. Okay. So, I've just chucked the notification in. I've just done that. And now I need to play some music. Oh, thought my headphones were broken. Turns out they're not. Now I'm going to open up my game project. It's a wise idea to store the bullet in the resource file. Now, one thing that I had realized as I was walking around randomly in a public setting. Oh, hang on, let me just. Alright. One thing that I had realized as I was walking around in a public setting, and I sort of dazed out, my hands holding the stroller, my son in my pram in the stroller, and my wife walking next to me, talking to me, and I just dazed out, subsumed by the numbers of code in front of me. I realized that the individual upgrade info doesn't need to know what weapon it is. The individual upgrade info does not need to know what weapon it is. All the weapon upgrade info needs to know is what current level it's at and what the max value is, what its upgrade iterations, yada yada. So, I might actually upgrade type. I'm gonna have an enum upgrade types, which is linear, bool, and arithmetic. Right, and this is going to be of type upgrade types. But that's the upgrade info. If we go back to weapon data, because the reason why I was having the individual upgrade infos understand what weapon it's attached to is because when the upgrade info needs to be referred to at the time of this thing registering what upgrades to put, the thing I had realized is that it can refer to the weapon in the player's hand. So this can be entirely controlled by the weapon in the player's hands, or rather, this thing refers directly to the weapon in the player's hand. And so that's what I could do instead. And I do need to have like a little money counter here. So I need to put a little money counter there. Yeah. And so... when it comes to that, yeah, it refers to the weapon, and then the weapon will determine what upgrade sliders will do things. So let's head over to my script, my upgrade info. It does no longer need to know what weapon it is. It will only return what the in fact, I'll need a current cost as well. Which will be a float, a int value. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with floats, I'll just make it an int value, which gets and returns the base upgrade cost plus it's base upgrade cost plus base upgrade cost multiplied by upgrade cost modifier multiplied by current level. -1. No, I reckon current level can stay at 0. Can start at 0. We're all programmers here, we know what we're doing. What am I doing? Oh, where did this come from? Yeah. Yeah, look. Yeah, so we've got the base upgrade cost, which in this case is 10. We've got the current level, which would be 0. So I need to plus this by 1. No, yeah, see, so I need to, no, it does need to be +1. Because if the current level is 0, right, and we've got the base upgrade cost being 10, this means that the first cost of 0 will be times 1 times upgrade cost modifier. See, that's the shtick. So I need to do the initial base upgrade cost plus base upgrade cost multiplied by the current level. This will have an issue though, because let's math it out for a sec. If we've got the base upgrade cost, okay, so when the upgrade modifier 2, when upgrade modifier equals 2.0, I want level 1 to equal 10, level 2 to equal 20, level 3 to equal 40, level 4 to equal 80. So it has a value of 2.0 in between, multiplied by 2.0. Right. But we need to make sure that, well, actually, hang on. This would actually be 1 down. So this is 0. So I need to do, this would be equal 160. Okay, so what I need to actually do is start at the base value and then do base value plus base value for the second iteration. And then I need to do base value plus 3 times the base value for the for this iteration here. So hang on. So it's base value, and then base value plus, oh dear, being silly. So I've got base value here. Let's get rid of all this. This is actually confusing me here because it's on iterant levels. Okay, so we've got the base value here, and then we've got base value plus base value, and then we've got base value plus 3 times the base value, and then we've got base value plus 7 times the base value, and then base value plus it'd be 15. And this necessarily, and remember, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Right? So that carries across. So I can in fact chuck these over here. This is, I'm rediscovering arithmetic patterns. You know, this is what I do for a living. Fuck me. Oh. Hello? Assistance need? Yep, I'll come down. Oh dear. Alrighty. Alright, bye-bye. I'll be in a sec. The bub is doing a scream. I just got here and now I'll be right back. Oh, upsetting. It's alright, look, it's fine. This is what happens. It's a day in the life of being a dad. So it's what happens. Sorry. I had put 40-minute timer because I didn't know if that was gonna be how long it would take to do what we had to do. I just started the stream. My son was just put to bed. Just started the stream. And my son decided that that was the perfect time to A, wake up, and B, shit himself so hard that it travelled all the way up his back and onto his arm. That's why Mum had to shoot the emergency assistance call. So, yeah, I know. so it was a bit of a... help! But yeah, anyway, that's all good. He's clean now, he's changed, he's back asleep. Let's hope he gives us another couple minutes, because he only gave us like 10 minutes of sleep beforehand. And he's a very sleepy boy at the moment, because he didn't get his morning nap. So, what a shit show. Yes. There was definitely a big show of shit. Anyway, so let's go ahead and pause this one and head back to this one, this dev stream, where I'm trying to figure out mathematics. So I can demunize. I can actually say plus 0v. So this is crucially important. So to do upmod 2v, I need the I know maths from one shit show to another. So to do the cost properly, I need to do base cost, which is the value, plus the base cost. It seems like yeah. Base cost multiplied by the level, multiplied by the modifier minus the base cost. But of course, this minus base cost should only come into effect. Well, no, because that's 0v, and this is 1v, and then it goes 3, 7, 15. So this minus v is actually probably crucially important, because you've got the value, and then you've got the current level, and then the level multiplier, and it shouldn't be plus, it should be multiply. So let's get rid of this variable here. This variable is going to be my absolute varying variable, but I'm going to find a way to slot that in. So it's plus, there's going to be a plus v and then a minus v. V, of course, is this value here, the initial value. So it's the base cost. So you've got the current level v minus v. Because on level 0, which is the top one, with current level equals 0, where the 0th level, when the 0th level is 0, current level is 0, this part has to equate to 0v. So I suppose I need to extrapolate this back into, well, factor it back into a one that has something like this plus something v multiplied by v. And this something has to equal 0 when this equals 0. And I suppose it can be the current level multiplied by the modifier. At level 1, though, it'll be v plus 1 times 2v, which will actually be 2, which will actually be 2v. But we need this to be minus v for this level here. So I guess I can go minus 1, but then this 1 can't exist when L is 0. So I could extrapolate it further. So let me bring this back up. Let me put my current knowledge into perspective. We've got the value plus some variable value. Okay, and this sum variable is going to be, I think, the current level multiplied by the modifier, and then minus the value. No, minus 1, potentially. Because at 0, it's going to be the value 0 times, but then at 0, again, mod minus 1, v, it's going to be value plus -1 value, which would make that 0 overall. Which I don't want it to be 0 overall. I want this to be cut out when it's at level 0. I suppose I could make it 2v plus -1v. So if I reiterate all of this back up to here, and I go 2v plus L, the current level times the multiplier minus 1, or it should be the multiplier. I think this value needs to be the multiplier. Because this only works with multipliers of 2.0, or if the multiplier is 2. And the multiplier specifically is the values between each individual increment. So you see this is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. And this is multiplying it by 2. Because if we have 2v plus L times mod, the level times mod minus 1v, at level 0, it'll equate to 2v plus, here, 0 minus 1v, which will be 2v plus minus 1v, which will just equate to v. Excellent, that's this first condition. At L equals 1, however, this will equal 2, because it's 1 times 2, 2 minus 1, 2v plus 2 minus 1v. It'll actually be, and this is now, oh, sorry, I need it to be 1 here. So it's, oh yeah, it's 1 times 2, it's 2. So 2v plus 1v, which will actually skip this entire step and go straight to here. Because this is 1 times 2, and this will equate to 3v. Which would in this case be 30, which is not what I need. It's not what I need at all. God damn it. Alright, hang on. There's definitely a simple mathematical expression to figure this out. It is so easy. In fact, I've learnt it before. I have learnt it before. That's how easy it is. I actually know it in my brain somewhere. It's somewhere there. And it's frustrating because it's killing me. Now, if we have all of these be multipliers, multiplicands, right? Let's get rid of this. Everything in here be multipliers, right? Because you got at level 0, it's going to be v plus 0v, which is the same here. But at level 1, it's going to be v plus 2v, which is the same problem I had before, which would then equate to 3v. So it's actually going to make it 10 and then 30. So to go from 10 to 20, it's kind of like I have to do the current value, and then I need to do half. I could do half. I could probably actually factorize it out further. 1 over mv, right? And then plus so m1 over mv plus 1 over m multiplied by L. Now where L fits in, whether or not it's at the top or the bottom, is the difference. V. That's probably the thing I have to use. Because if L is 0, right? We've got let L equals 0. We've got m multiplied by, well, again, it's not just m, it's 2.0, but we'll just put m here. M 1 over mv plus, and then in here we've got 1 over m multiplied by 0. So this equates to 0. Here, this will equate to 0. So we've got m 1 over mv plus 0, which will then further out to just 1 over m, which I'll just get rid of this. You've summed up my hesitation exactly, Miss Sarah, with this whole oh no maths. Absolutely. So we've got just 0 here, and then 1 over mv multiplied by m is 1v, and that's at 0. Okay? So at L equals 1, however, at L equals 1, is this all coming up easily? Yeah, somewhat. At L equals 1, I feel like there's a way, hang on. There's a way I can get the paint sketch pad to, it's not you, it's the maths. I understand that entirely. There's a way I can make it so that it has like its own border. I feel like I have to duplicate it, because this color key, if I make this a luma key instead, get rid of this, the top is fine. No. I don't think paint.net, like, because in Photoshop I can make it have an outline. That's sort of what I'm trying to do here. You were good at maths from primary school to like grade 9 when you were like, that's all the maths I need. And then you checked out. Look, I understand you entirely. I enjoyed year 12 maths. I liked learning about calculus. I liked learning about differentiation. I liked learning that they are all the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's just one step of the other way. That's it. That's it. It's just one's going forwards, the other's going backwards. That's all it is. It's the same thing. And it's not complicated at all. I also loved learning trigonometry. Circles, they're fun. Circles are great. We love circles here. But and squiggly lines, it's great. It's good stuff. But that pretty much summarizes my entire knowledge of mathematics. Do I know the complex applications of things like the Pythagorean theorem? I don't think so. Do I need that? Probably. Anyway. It's not luma key that I need. I definitely need a color key. Oh, go. This. No, I don't want you here. Where's my. Oh. Where's. Oh, I need to open up this. I need to go to my stream channel manager. Where is my stream manager? Where's my. Oh, I can just ban from here. Go away. Good. Excellent. Done. Manage my sub? No, manage my stream. Where's me? Stream manager. Creator dashboard, I think, is where I need to go. Very cool. I don't need anything else. Oh, I need my oh, there it is. Manage stream. There, I found it. Done. All right, cool. Okay. I do need custom color. I'm gonna select it to be black. Good. The only, unless, can I? with this, no, I don't think I can do the thing I wanted it to. Look, it's fine. Look, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. Okay, whatever. At L equals 1. At L equals 1. We'll get rid of this. What do I? This one? Yeah, at L equals 1. It's going to be m1 over m v. Oopsie daisies. V plus 1 over m times 1 v. And you can see here I'm starting to construct the 1 v because I've got m 1 over m v plus 1 over m v right here. And then multiplying m into it, we've got 1v plus 1v, which equals to 2v, which is what this is here, 2v. You got 1v and 2v. Excellent. Now I need to make it equal to 4v. I think this is actually the mathematics that I need right here. Because if now L equals 2, I need it to equal 4v. So m 1 over mv plus 1 in brackets over m multiplied by 2v. So we've got 1 over m plus, this is going to be 2 over m v. Yeah, but that's only going to be 3v total. It's going to be 30, not 40. So there needs to be an extra v somewhere found here. Because that's going to equal m1 over... well, it's actually going to equal m3 over mv, which will equal to 3v. Well, I'm just cancelling m out of all of this. I'm cancelling m out of all of this anyway. So m is completely redundant anyway. So there needs to be a plus some. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. So I need to actually put v somewhere here, I think. I need to put v at the start and then plus whatever this is going to be. Maybe. Let's have a look. Because this is also year 9 maths. This is kind of year 9 maths as well. So we've got a v here, and then we've got plus m over something, or m multiplied by something. I think it's going to be 1 over mv, and then plus 1 over m lv. Could be something like that. Well, in that case, I can do L over mv. So now at 0, we've got... We could also just extrapolate this out and make it m multiplied by L over m v. But again, having this here, you're just cancelling this out. That's all it's doing. So again, multiplying it by m and then dividing it by m just doesn't do anything. And that's why I sort of had m on the outside. So if we don't have this... I could just do it... It's staring at me in the face. It's staring at me in the face, dude. Arithmetic series. Let's have a look at arithmetic series. Fuck me. This is. I don't even think this is year 9 maths here. I think this is year 8 maths here. Arithmetic arithmetic series. So, the arithmetic series formula, right? Yep. So arithmetic series 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, I'm not looking for. What's the other one? It's the geometric. It's the geometric series. There's the complicated bullshit I was looking for. So the geometric series. Where's that formula? So the nth term of a geometric sequence, A, AR, AR squared, yada yada, is A number equals AR number minus 1. Where R is the ratio between the values. So let's get rid of this. This remains where it is because that's important. So this is the geometric series formula. So the term, the value of the term is whatever your value is multiplied by whatever term is minus 1. Okay, that's right. It's the indice that's the important part. Because if n equals 1, the first term in the series is going to be the starting value multiplied by 1, which is this. Because remember, the first term is going to be r to the power of, this is going to be 1 minus 1 equals 0, and anything to the power of 0 equals 1. Very good. So the correct thing is going to be, actually, the value, or the cost in this case, in fact, let's use the actual thing, the cost equals the value multiplied by the mod between values to the power of, and that's doing this, to the power of the current level minus 1. And in fact, it's not going to be minus 1, it's just to the power of the current level. Done. So, if we assume mod is 2, value is the base value, right? If let L equals 0, the cost is going to equal the value with the modifier multiplied to the power of 0, which will be equal to V multiplied by 1, which is V. So the cost is going to be the base cost. Success. Let's let L equals, let's bring this back up here. Let's let L equals level 1. So this is, you've purchased the first upgrade now. The cost is going to equal the value multiplied by 1, which this one is going to equal 2. 2 multiplied to the power of 1, which is 2. So equals 2V. That's correct, because that's what this needs to equal. Now, moving on to the second purchase of this, let L equals 2. The cost equals the base value, and then 2 is the thing, multiplied to the power of 2. Now I'm starting to get a little bit... Oh no, that's correct. It's correct. C equals V multiplied by 2 to the power of 2 is 4, which is 4V, which is what this is. Correct. And then let L equals 3. We got, now I need to make it equal to 80. So 2 multiply, and this is multiply by the way, 2 to the power of 3. And 2 to the power of 3 is 8. V multiplied by 8 is 80. This is correct. Okay, so I just needed to search the geometric sequence formula. Fuck me. I didn't have to do all that bullshit. I just have to go straight to year 8 mathematics. God damn. I did a university degree. I don't know why Squidward had to come in. So, this is actually return base cost multiplied by mod, the upgrade cost modifier, to the power of, I think I need to do pow. Yes, power. To the power of the current level. Done. So base cost times the current level. Current level starts at 0. I don't have to -1 anything. So therefore, when it's at 0, it will be the base cost, because this will return upgrade cost modifier, which is 2.0, to current level, which is whatever the level is. If it's at 0, it'll be 1. This will return 1, which means it'll be base cost times 1, which will just be whatever the base cost is at current level 0. Cool. Excellent. Now, the upgrade types. This specifically refers to if the how the upgrade modifies the value it's upgrading. Linear means the value of the, so max value might need to be there. Yeah. Means the value of the upgrade stat will increase by the upgrade iteration. Will increase by the upgrade iteration. Means the stat will go from 0 or false to 1 or true, and then no further. And then no further. And then arithmetic means the stat will increase by a will increase by the factor of value of current value multiplied by upgrade iteration. Means the stat will increase by the factor of current value multiplied by upgrade iteration. So things like damage can increase by, like, say 20% as opposed to just 0.2 plus 0.2. You know what I mean? Good, good. So, done. That's what I needed to figure out. This one here. Very cool. That's the cost of the upgrade. Excellent. Hello. Hades, South Africa. That's what ZA means, right? Did I hit the nail on the head? Or did the nail hit me in the head? Ow. You know how when you crouch in Counter-Strike and your character stops slowing down? Like, he starts slowing down. That's what was happening to my finger as I was... Fuck. Ow. It really hurt, actually. I hit the nail on the head. Good. Welcome, Hades from South Africa. The South African Hades. Or... There's no fancy way I can add into the good old my very vague knowledge of the Xhosa language pronunciation, because this is a funny story now. I went to Cape Town quite recently as of last year, and when I got back to Australia, the rental car company had forwarded me the notice that I got a speeding fine of traveling like 83 in a 60 zone, and they charged me 400 ZAR with no way for me to pay it. So I am currently a fugitive, I believe. So I can never go back. Whoops. I might need to go if I do intend to go back, because South Africa is a fucking gorgeous country. But like, I'll need to go to like the consulate to be like, look, am I good, or am I gonna get raided as soon as I leave the airport, or even enter the airport? Be a few more weeks and they'll come fetch you. It's been a year, so gotta keep my wits about me. The Cape Town consulate will, the Cape of Good Hope would be like, I hope you've had a good Cape, if Cape refers to life. I don't know where I'm going with this. Look, man. Look. Hello, basically. I'm trying to figure out mathematics, so I'm already gone. Mate, I'm gone. Anyway. They're just doing all the paperwork. Usually takes 2 years here. Damn. So I gotta... Because I've been... Okay, look. Mr. South African native. If you're... Damn it. So... If you know that amount about what is the website that I need to use to check if I am a fugitive? Because I've tried paythat.co.za, and I've also tried a different one. It wigs me out that there's more than one website that allows you to pay for speeding fines. That wigs me out like nothing else. Because there's paythat.co.za, which takes forever to load on an Australian bloody server. And then there's another one. Because it comes up with City of Cape Town. Is it Ko Kappa? I don't know how to pronounce it. You also have fines you haven't paid, so you will also get arrested when you land in the airport. But the other thing that just amazes me so much is that like, I could appreciate why Cape Town is super anal, because it's the primary tourist capital of South Africa. Like, if you're a tourist and you don't know anything about South Africa, more than likely you're going to Cape Town. You know, I want to go to South Africa. Where should I go? Cape Town, cool. That's where that happens. But like, you know, you wouldn't find yourself in Durban. You know. It's been invaded by people that like rules. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, you're very correct in that way, from what I've learned. Yes, you are very correct. Oh dear. My son is sleeping downstairs. I need to be quiet. I'm about to get a text from my missus. Oi, can you keep it down? Because that's what people are saying. So don't wake the kid. There are more than one kid in this house, but I only have one son. Those aren't my kids. They are not human. I don't have any pets either, so you can't use that. I'm trying to make it as Arizona as possible. So I'm gonna guess you're Australian. How'd you find out about that, mate? Was it when I said when I got back to Australia? Or is this the accent? Or is it the way I'm sort of like skirting around the idea of like culture and things like that in a way that I know it's like, if I just went full ball, it'd be racist as fuck. But I'm aware of that, so it was the door handle. You got it from the door handle? Actually? You don't... We replaced these, and this is the one we decided to go with. The levers, they're good. The levers are good. You can carry a load of shopping, and you can just knock it over. Open the door that way. Oh, okay, the lack of racism. Okay. So, I am aware of the internet? Huh? I am aware of how other cultures approach the way Australians approach other cultures. And I'm tiptoeing around that because I'm aware that this service that I'm streaming on is based in a very namby-pamby country who doesn't like naughty words. So, but yeah. Is it... Hang on a second. Tiptoeing never goes well, especially since I'm dense as fuck, like in here, but also my I'm heavy for the small frame that I have, and so anytime I tiptoe, it feels like there's an earthquake going around the place. So, but also yes, attempting to squeeze my way around different things doesn't ever work. So that's why I'm kind of like I make the first initial attempt, and then I don't care about it. Look, it's fine. It's fine. But it didn't play the thingy. It didn't do the thingy. Usually it's supposed to do like a little thing I made. I was really proud of that, but it's not doing the thing that it's supposed to. Where's this one? Interact? Yeah, it's supposed to do the thing. It didn't do the thing. It didn't do the thing. Because I got the email that you followed. Thanks for the follow, by the way. But it didn't do the thing. It didn't do... It's supposed to do this thing. Hang on. It's supposed to do this thing. This is for someone else that subscribed 9 days ago. God damn. See? That's what it's supposed to look like, but it's supposed to have your name. So... Twitch is broken. Just pretend it was you. Just pretend it was you. That's how we do things here. Oh, wait. Hang on. Hang on. Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. Let's hang on. Alright, hang on. There it is. Whee! I realize I got that wrong. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. There we go. I hope you do feel special. Oh, it's just stumbling through the midst of the words. I don't know. Man, it's perfect. It's beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, I've got maths to do, unfortunately. So right now I'm just doing the upgrade shop for this game that I am making, that I am attempting to make, and I've got the value for I'm trying to figure out how to get the value of the weapon's current attributes into this. So if I just play real quick, I haven't done anything right now. If I just play real quick. Oh, and in the last stream, the almighty wizard, Mr. Sea of Peace, came... Oh. What? Set up upgrades. Oh, I don't need this anymore. Because it's from the weapon. The weapon will contain the upgradable properties. Okay. Because in my last stream, you're allergic to math. A lot of people are allergic to math, let's be real. I do the math, you do the meth. That's how it happens. Maths is my drug. Hang on. Maths is the only drug that I need. Hang on. Does it? Can I do the reflection? The reflection thing? It doesn't work, does it? No, it doesn't really. Wow! Holy shit! I didn't realize how blind I am. I get used. Oh no! It's getting worse. Cause like, oh dear. I look like an look like an accountant. How dare you? I should let you know that I know an accountant. I just get amazed by how beautifully detailed the world looks sometimes. That's why I don't wear my glasses. Because I don't want to get used to how beautiful the world looks. So that anytime I put my glasses on, it's like... amazing. But what I didn't realize is that the distance between my head and this monitor is also where my vision starts breaking down now. Because when I was looking at the OBS window that I have up, the scaled down version of my current stream, you can see here all of these details here, like the little ones. I just thought they were just like fuzzy. I thought they were just fuzzy because that's what the computer does. But no, they're actually like perfectly detailed. I am nearsighted as fuck. I'm a lot more nearsighted than I actually thought I was. So, no, I'm not farsighted, I am nearsighted. And I apparently have a developing astigmatism as well, which is always fun. The moon looks like this. Hang on. The moon looks like this. It's really actually quite beautiful, because you've got the moon, right? Let's just pretend that C is the moon. Then what my eyes see it as is it's sort of like it sort of like copies it multiple times. Like, nearsighted is good for seeing up close. And, yeah, okay, so farsighted is when you can see things far away. Nearsighted is when you can see things close up. And I am nearsighted because I can see the screen perfectly fine. Like, this is perfectly envisioned. But when I look outside, the... too much beer. That's the beer. My astigmatism is actually just the symptomatic of the beer. I'm not actually... Okay, this is the least Australian thing about me. I don't like beer. Beer tastes like fucking piss water. What I like... whiskey. Oh, this is my Scottish blood talking to me now. This is whiskey. What a decanter, though. Whiskey.
And my missus told me I have to drink all of this before I leave, so...
all good. That's the culture that we have. Keep that shh. It's a good secret to have. Okay, just right. So we have the weapon type, which is player stats weapon. If I go to player stats, we have the weapons here. Weapons, prawn, sniper, shotgun. It's okay. This is okay. I don't want conflicting data. We've got the names of it coming through, which is fine. What do I want? Finding your pitchfork. No! Oh, hello, Nab995 and also Eon Plays. How are you today? My thing is coming through. Yeah, how are you today, guys? This is a bit of a keep the fact that I don't like beer secret, because I'll get crucified. Yes, absolutely. That's... Oh, there's an ad. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to an ad. That's just how it happens here. So, unfortunately, I do not like ads. I actually really hate ads. Just disable it. Look, if I want affiliate, I can't. Unfortunate. But if you have a look at the Discord link that you can see, Twitch and their ads, very much so. If you have a look at the Discord link in my bio down below, you will then be able to find my servers need to live too. That's true, I guess. I suppose the minute and a half ad break that you have on Twitch is on this specific Twitch stream is definitely keeping Twitch alive. But I always just give me a sec. Just give me a sec. It's got 30 seconds left on this ad break. It should be done. You back? Oh, you're in South Africa. You only get 30 seconds. That's nifty. That's neat. I like that. So you're South Africa. You have less ads. Bezos needs money for his penis-shaped rockets. 100%. Jeff Bezos needs more of that money. You are literally... If you follow my Discord link and join my Discord channel, and then see my notifications tab anytime I go live, and join the YouTube version of this stream, and you have an ad blocker like uBlock Origin, which is an extension on Firefox, and you watch the stream on there in congruence with the stream on Twitch, you will get the adless version of the adless version of the stream without having to worry about it, because my YouTube channel shouldn't have ads on it. In the first place, but also uBlock Origin seems to work better on YouTube as well. Then you are literally taking the prawns off of Jeff Bezos' plate of food, dinner. So you're a bad person. You're a bad if you do that. What I said, follow the Discord link, watch the stream on YouTube, and have a competent ad blocker service. Bad person. You could also use Brave Browser if you want to use Chromium. If you don't want to use Chromium, Firefox is your boy. I don't want to use Chromium. So... Because, or if you're on Onion Browser, the Onion Router, if you want to use the Onion Router, maybe. But if you can use the Surface Web and the Onion Browser, and if that one also blocks ads natively, I don't know. But, yeah, look, it's all options. It's all options. Twitch adds the advert directly into the video stream. You are in a dev stream as well. So, I am at least somewhat aware of the differences between Chromium and Firefox. and all of the others, like Opera and I mean, Chrome and all that sort of stuff, all based on the Chromium the model. I know enough about that to know the differences between the two, but I don't know how to develop for them, because that's it. Because that's why. And yes, that's why Twitch adds the adverts directly into the video stream, so it's difficult to skip it. It's kind of impossible to skip it, actually. So that's why I recommend the YouTube version and to have an ad blocker, because YouTube adds ads on top of as a separate thing. But anyway, NAB says, "Oh dear, hello, Fanny's Lab. How are ya? You're off ears, just lurking, but give us a wave." That's what you want, right? This is what you want, right? Hang on. That's what you want. Oh, it's on the left. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Nice tongue. What a nice compliment. Jesus Christ. This is you asked for this. You asked for this. Hang on. You're off ears at the moment. Damn it, where's my... I've got the purple one. The purple one's not nearly as threatening. Alright, that's fine. Oh, it's back to front! Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Oh, I'm breaking everything now. Oh no. There we go. So I only have my purple marker here, so it's less threatening. So just pretend it's red. I used to have a red pen, but this is all I have. But yeah, just there we go. You asked for this. I spent way too long on a bit. My bits are more like bytes because they're 8 times as long as they need to be. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Where is my red pen? I liked that pen. It's a good pen. Oh man. This is actually also a chalk marker. It's a chalk marker, so it's not actually a permanent marker or like an actual thing. This one will draw on most things. Yeah. Anyway. Computer joke. Where in Oz am I? Brisbane. Is there a Brisbane in South Africa? I feel like there's a Brisbane in South Africa. That's one of those knowledge nuggets that I have. South Africa. Brisbane? Oh, no, I don't think there's a Brisbane in South Africa. Because there's a Durham. Is there a Durham in South Africa? Hang on. South Africa. South Africa. South Africa. Durban. Oh, it's Durban. It's not Durham. Durham? I mean, there's Durham Place, Durham Street, Durham Way. Like, that exists. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, no. Yeah. East or west? East. East. Let's have a... let's see if I can dox myself real quick. Without doxing myself. Okay, maybe I should... Hang on. Can I search? Google search. Can I Google search? Fucking... I can't. Nah. I can't make this incognito. Probably should have moved that to the side to figure that out. Instead of flashing my fucking emails on screen. Yes. It's very east. I'm on literally almost the furthest eastern point of Australia. Brisbane is quite east. It's the easternmost capital city. But the furthest east you can go in Australia is in a place called Byron Bay. Is it Byron Bay or is it slightly furthest? No, it is Byron Bay, yeah. The furthest east you can go on the Australian mainland is Byron Bay. The camera does kind of dox me a little bit. This is my face. But how do you know this is my face? I could be an AI recreation of a random Australian man. You don't know this. I don't know this. Oh, your sister's going to Australia next month. Oh, good. Oh, she could bring my traffic ticket. Because we're just down the road, right? Where is she going? Is she going to Brisbane or is she going to Sydney? There's only 2 options, really. Maybe you can sneak in Melbourne there. She can print out my traffic ticket. I'll give her 2 $20 notes to pay it with, because that's the other thing that wigged me out a bit about Cape Town fines. I was doing 23 over the limit. Like, I was doing 83 in a 60 zone, and I got a 400 ZAR fine, which is about 40 Australian dollars. Oh, all I know is it's near the place where there was that beach shooting. Oh, Bondi, and that was a stabbing. Bondi Beach? Are you talking Bondi Beach? Bondi Beach, because that's in Sydney. And I'm pretty sure that was just no. I could be wrong. Hang on. Bondi shooting. Was it a stab? No, was it a stabbing or a shooting? No, yeah, it was a shooting. Yep, he used a gun. Yep, he used a gun. Very good. Yep. Yeah, that was pretty rough, that one. Yep. It's considered... Oh, that's very true. Yeah, I was going to say, it's considered the deadliest mass shooting in Australia since the 1996 Port Arthur massacre, which happened in Tasmania. saw the videos yourself. Yeah, no, I sort of kind of blocked that out of my memory, it seems. So, yeah, because yeah, I'm not a big fan of people dying. So that's a big thing, and it's quite a tragedy thing. I thought it was a stabbing. No, there was also a stabbing there, wasn't there? Hang on. Yeah. Oh, it was at Bondi Junction. Happened in 13th of April 2024, and then 2025 there was the shooting, and it happened at a Westfield Bondi. And there was yes, a little baby died, unfortunately. And the story I like about the Bondi stabbing, French man. Bollard man, yes, was Damien Guerrero. Damien Guerrero. Guerrero. I don't know the French name, but he's a Frenchman, and he was here on some kind of visa. I'm not sure if it was a tourist visa, but he used a bollard, so one of the extending like you had a queue at a theme park, those stands that have the rope going between them. He used one of those to fend off the bloody stabbing attacker. Mr. Gunn has asked the only on-topic question so far. What kind of game are we working on? The appropriate question is, what kind of stream is this? It says software and game development. I go on tangents like a motherfucker. Look, anyway, so Damien, he fended off the guy with a bollard, and he got permanent residency. What an absolute legend. So, anyway, I think he was here on a working visa or something, but he ended up getting permanent residency as a recognition of his actions. He's like, mate, you bring a knife, I bring a bollard. Bollard is a French word, pretty sure, I don't know. Anyway, what kind of game are we working on? A top-down shooter. Bro... I don't need this anymore. What kind of game are we working on? Presses 1, crashes immediately. Here it is. But yeah, so it is a top-down shooter, and this is what it looks like. This is my loadout menu. This is the loadout menu, where you go and you grab a gun and you fire it, and that's what it looks like. This is, yep. And then you can also grab a different gun, and you can fire that. Yep, very important. And what I'm working on right now is how to upgrade. So we go over here, and we can see this is the upgrade menu for the weapon that I'm currently holding. That's the idea. So you come in here, and it's the upgrade menu for the weapon I'm currently holding. When I swap weapons, the upgrades that you have available will also swap, so it will change over. Very cool. And this is the menu option for upgrading. You slap into here, it'll grab onto your character, and then you can upgrade. Boom! There you go. And that's what happens when you upgrade. It shoots you out, and then it increases the thing by 1. The bit count is supposed to be down here, how many bits you currently have, and then it should do the thing properly, but I don't have it. This is what I'm currently making, but this is the way my game works at this current point in time. You come over here, and this is how you start the actual game. You come into this little battlefield thing, and then enemies spawn in, and you have to shoot them. You get a bit, and yep, there we go. Very cool. Yep. And that's a charging enemy. Hits you and then bounces. Ah, oh. Very cool. Okay, I changed another thing and it broke something. Great. Anyway, so that's something else I'm gonna have to figure out at a later time. But for right now, I need to do weapon upgrades. Because, well, okay, hang on. Alright, last damage. Last damage, it should be from the... Oh dear. Part of attack, here it is. Entity damage, its last hit info. So, hang on. If I go back to entity, let's just look up this symbol. Get it. Damn it. Damn it. Can I? No, I can't. Damn it. I need to go to. This is. Oh. This is my code I wrote previously. Neat feature. When you dies, it closes the game. Ah, see, this was supposed to play for Hades, but it didn't. Thank you, Mr. Gunn, for the follow. I appreciate the fact that you like what I'm doing here, even though it's like 90%. It's my stream is like 40% the be right back timer because my son is a chaotic entity of unknown anything, and I have to go down there and take care of him occasionally. And the other 40% is just tangents. I just talk about literally anything else. Like, I would have a map up on the screen and be like, oh, and another one, thank you. I hope you like the new follower thing, by the way. I made it myself. Claude, fix this. No. It is easy to say that, but I won't. And yeah, it's like 10% what I'm doing here. I'm pretty sure that added up to 90%, because the other 10% I don't know. Thank you for the follows, by the way. I appreciate it. Appreciate your follows. Always and forever appreciated. Oh, when's the next bloody ad, by the way? 12 minutes. Good. Pre-rolls are disabled for 16 minutes. Look, it's fine. This is I'll just have to have that. It's fine. Okay. Right. So if I come back to here, it has last damage. Where is last damage? It's here. Last damage should actually be in this. What is last damage? Fuck me. Look up symbol. Here, it is a damage event. The damage event never gets created, of course, because the object, this doesn't actually do last damage. Right. Because if I go back to attack, this is different to bullet. Because if I go to... okay, if I go to scripts, weapons, bullet should... Yes, it is its own thing. Of course it's its own thing. Why wouldn't it be its own thing? Alright. So, a bullet should be an attack, but... if last damage will fix it, but I also need to create last damage, that's the important thing, because the shield needs to activate. So it's not actually the attack that's doing it, it's the fact that the attack isn't setting up last damage. In bullet, I've got here, which is the last hit info. No. I don't even think... Actually, this isn't even set up properly. God damn it. Because entity contains last damage. Last damage is of type damage event. If I look up damage event, we've got the hit location, hit direction, hit power, and hit speed, and that should do all of the big thing. I'm fairly certain this is set up properly, but it's just nothing refers to it. So if I come back down here, if area is bullet on area entered area 2D, if yep, so I can delete other bullets. That's not what I'm looking for. It is this, in fact. If body is in group entity, if it has last hit, that sort of thing, it should actually have the damage event, because last hit info, it no longer exists. So if we go entity, it is last damage. That's where it should actually be. So all of this needs to not exist anymore. Upsetting as fuck. So if body is in group entity, body.last damage, famage. Oh no. Oh, hang on. In hurt. hang on. In entity, hurt exists down. Where is it? Here. Okay, so it just does damage in a certain way. That's fine. Bullet will need to set up body.last damage. Now, check this. Oh, no. Okay. Equals entity.last damage. No. Equals damage event dot new, which I need in. Where is damage event? Where did I save it? Fuck me. Oh, there it is. So we've got damage event here. Has a location, direction, power, and speed. And it is this format here. I don't know why this isn't popping up in this one here, but I will just pop up. Okay, because, well, it sort of doesn't know the, well, it should know the damage event. Anyway, it should be, the bullet has its origin entity in there somewhere. It should do. Oh. It should have its origin entity. Why doesn't it have its origin entity? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, I am disappointed. Oh. So, the problem that I have with this program and this game is okay. I will answer the question about my stance on AI. I will just go through what I was saying here at the moment. Is that this project started about a couple years ago, but I've only really done like a combined total of about a month's work on it. So I started it a few years ago and only done a couple months' work. And that's like if you imagine it doing 8 hours a day every day for a month, right, for 30 days. It's probably how long I've actually spent on this project, but it started a couple years ago, and in that time between then and now, I've learned a lot more about how to do Godot. And the whole reason this project exists is to teach me how to do Godot. And I've done a lot, and I've actually made a couple of other prototypes, and I've gotten to the same fucking cycle that I got into when I was doing Unity development, where I make a lot of really nice prototypes, but no actual games. Why not restart? Gee, that's a good question, because that means all of this work is gone. But all of the knowledge I've generated hasn't. I could restart, and in fact, I'm getting this close to being like, fuck it, I'm gonna do a game jam. Because, again, it's like... lost cost... The cost fallacy, or what is it called? The invested cost fallacy or something? Yeah. Well, I don't mean throw it away. Why not refactor what I'm doing? You'll get into an endless cycle of consistent refactoring of all of the program, all the codes that you've done before. Sunk cost fallacy, that's the one. Thank you, Marmalade Bacon. Appreciate it. What an awesome name, by the way. Marmalade Bacon. Good stuff. Sunk cost fallacy, that's what I was looking for. So it's kind of like I need to try and patch the new things of what I've done on the previous thing. And there's another thing that maybe Marmalade Bacon might be able to help me with. There's a term for when you program in a certain way, you increase this mystery value that I'm trying to do. And this mystery value is how much work you need to do when you want to then edit that thing. If that makes any sense. Reference my previous work. You've restart but reference my previous work. I don't want to reference my previous work because this is my previous work. My previous work is garbage. So, oh dear. Going the Y for reusable components composition over inheritance, so I can use code over the project easily. Yes. If beef jam exists, maybe marmalade bacon should be a thing. You're talking about code smells? Yeah, not code smells. No. I'm talking about you are increasing your something load, something it's like development load or something like that. Development cost. It's a specific term in software engineering when modifying a pre-existing something that you've created takes a lot longer because of the way that you've cognitive load. Not really. That's kind of like how much effort you have to put in to understand what you've written. So commenting removes cognitive load, or lowers it should do. But I'm talking about specifically trying to to edit code that you've written previously, and how it can take a lot longer if you do it in a bad way. It's a something load. It's development costs, potential, something like that, around that sort of area. But that's the problem that I have with this project. I should probably restart, throw this in the bin, and do another thing, but it's like, exactly. So it's like how construction projects take longer in built-up areas compared to just greenfield projects. Technical debt. Technical debt. That's the term that I was trying to figure out. Technical debt. You are absolutely correct. Thank you, Mr. Hades. That's what I was trying to figure out. The technical debt. So I have a lot of technical debt with this project specifically, and I'm trying to reduce the amount of technical debt that I have to do on a day-to-day basis with this. And what I could do is scrap it all and start again. But if I do that, I'll get into a cycle of creating something up to a point where I realize what I started on was shit. You see, finish the game. Restarting or refactoring would be way too much work. That's what I want to do. I want to finish it because I want to get this in the past. I want to put it from the now into the past, but I don't want it to destroy it, and I don't want to have to make it my future as well. I need to get it from here to the past, and that's what I need to do. And in order to do that, anytime I learn something new and develop something new, I have to try and put it on top of this shoddy foundation without having to then go back to the foundation and redo it in a really long, complicated way. Even this one is fucking abysmal. Look at that. But last damage, which means I now need to have the bullets know what entity fired it. I'm pretty sure I've already done this. But you can see that, I've got things like this occurring, GameMaster.gm, and I've got like, oh dear, like the collision shape having, and the collider having to be referenced here, like, oh dear. And so that's what I'm sort of, start location, you've got the light origin energy, oh dear. Anyway, oh dear. Add to group alignment? Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Look, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about that. So we've got the origin entity, and so therefore any weapon that fires a bullet or does an attack needs to see the spawning entity works here. The entity which fired this attack, in the case of things attack, needs to be changed by variable. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be my non-bullet based attacks, but like, oh dear. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so you see, as you see, Marmalade Baker, you're trying to finish your own ongoing project as well, but you're constantly refactoring, bug fixing, and re-architecting, and it's like, again, that's your technical debt, and that's the thing I'm trying my hardest to avoid, but it's just too impossible. Oh, and we have an ad as well. I apologize. Next time, spend a bit longer in the code planning stage, all the experience you've gained here. Yes, absolutely. See, and that's one of the big important aspects. The code planning stage. The code planning stage for this project was 0 seconds. Total of 0 seconds. Bunch. I did not plan this at all, and that let me down significantly. I didn't even put any game design into this. So I basically started with how to make a top-down shooter in Godot, and I followed that tutorial for about like halfway, and then I just went on my own way. That's how I do. So I need to do more planning. I need to do more game design, actual design, and then I need to execute that design. But in order for me to do that, I need to... Yeah, I know, 0 seconds is crazy, because that's me. I I develop things has always been in the sculptor's sort of mindset, which is horrific. I'm sort of like idly chipping away at this project, and hopefully a finished product will happen at the end of it, but I'm just creating a smaller version of the boulder I started with. And yes, you are right. It is what it is, especially while learning. And when it comes down to how I'm going to plan future projects, I'm going to have to, yeah, at least I'm getting something done, hopefully. But I'm going to have to plan what I need for a game and how to execute what you need. And that's the important part. And I suppose this project is entirely how to execute what I need, and the what I need process gets made when I hit that roadblock of what I'm doing. And as you're saying, Marmalade, yes, the issue with code planning is that you only get better at it by making bad coding decisions and or understanding that a lot of the pragmatic programmer bits don't really work. Yes, exactly right. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And so what I need to do is update both my bullet and attack to have my last damage added to it. So, here in bullet, I need to put last damage in there. I now have origin entity. I also have location. Location, which is global position. And then direction, which is it's vector 2 dot right dot vector 2 dot right dot rotated by rotation. That doesn't seem right, but it's also as right as it can be. And then damage is damage, and then speed is in there. Good. Now, what the fuck? Go here, you see new. Oh, I think it's supposed to be that. Oh, no, it's not even supposed to be new. It's supposed to be init. That makes sense. Hang on, isn't it supposed to return a type of damage event? Hang on a second. Funk. New? No, it isn't. Time to read. Look. Call when the object strip is instantiated, oftentimes after the object is initialized in memory, through object.new in GDScript or new object in that. It can also be defined to take in parameters. This method is similar to a constructor in most programming languages. Yep. If init is defined with required parameters, the object with the script may only be created directly. If any other means, such as with packed.scene.instantiate or nodal duplicator use, the script initialization will fail. Okay. So, I have to do... Hang on a second. I can't override new, correct? But the other things allow me to. Surely. Surely. Well, because you need to create the... yeah, you need to create the instance first and then modify it, correct? Because if I go to here... No, if I go to bullet... Oh, well then. It appears that I've done it correctly. Very good. That defining init will also define new. I guess. I'm just gonna say test. If I go back to bullet, I then do damage event dot new. Huh? Oh, okay. Whatever. Yeah, expect at least 3. Done. Okay. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which the damage event does not expect damage or speed. Okay, that's fine. Yes. Okay. Alright, so that now sets up on bullets, but I also need to set it up on attack. Attack last hit info no longer exists, but I do need to do entity. Because it's not always an entity that I'm doing damage to, and that's the other thing. That's the other thing. If body is in group, this is kind of a hacky solution. I like this hacky solution. This here. This is one of the reasons why. Isn't calling new just calling init? Yes, it does. But and I recognize that it does return an instance of itself. But I'm one of those types that's like, I just need to make sure. And so, but yes, calling new does call init, especially in the term of when creating it via code. So yes, Marmalade Bacon, calling new is just calling _init. This is cursed. This is cursed knowledge right here. What I'm doing right here. This if last damage in body. Because this is directly asking if body... Got to double check something doesn't get cooked. Absolutely. Otherwise I get cooked. So if last damage in body, this is asking directly if body has a property named last damage. This is incredibly powerful. It's incredibly powerful for Godot, and especially for scripting languages, because in all of these instances, and in most programming architecture, this body has to be of a certain type. And the program, the IDE should know all of the properties that are contained within this certain type. But GD script, based off of Python, sort of the unholy synthesis of both Python and JavaScript, all variables are volatile. They can be any type whatsoever. And so I necessarily needed to find out a way to identify if a certain property or method was contained within this type of these variables. Godot allows you to ask if a certain the text of a variable. This is just how fucking powerful this is, and only programmers of a certain knowledge scape will understand how fucking impossible this kind of is. Because any variable, any name that you use for a variable, the program doesn't actually know what the name you put is. When it compiles, it doesn't know what name you wrote that variable as. All it's saying is that like for example, global transform, this specific string of text refers to a specific line of memory that is associated with this object, right? And this specific text refers to this specific piece of memory in the thing. So the IDE, or the compiled version of the program, doesn't actually know what the name is. So yeah, GD script by default is dynamic typing, but you can set types with the colon, which is yes. Also with the as operator, which is fine. Forcing types does help a significant amount. And now, Marmalade Bacon, this is fucking powerful too. This is hella powerful, this here. Asking the IDE of the GD script IDE that Godot has natively, asking if a certain area, which is of an area 2D, right? Asking it if it is a certain type of area 2D will then allow the program to know what parameters are inside that fucking thing. Look. Area dot. Look, alignment, col, collider, damage. There's a lot of things going on in the background here. Alignment, col, collider, damage are all parameters contained within the bullet class, not the area 2D class. When I learned that, I was just astounded. And again, I can then come here and say if area is attack, and then I can ask for specific properties inside the attack class without having to cast this as anything in particular. This is powerful. And I freaked out in the same sort of way when I recognized that you can actually ask if certain things have certain properties contained within them. Certain variables have certain properties. And so you can request a certain property by using the dot format, using the period format to request a certain property contained within the variable. But of course, if you ran this on when body does not have last damage, it would break in this similar way here. Invalid access to property or key hit location with the base object of type nil. This here doesn't exist inside the base of type nil. It'll break, right? But if you ask if that property exists in that variable, it will not run this code if it doesn't exist, and it will run the code if it does exist. And that is just exceptional. It's exceptional. And that's, again, you have to be a programmer of a certain knowledge base to understand how fucking wild that is. So that's I freak out about these sorts of things because it's sort of like, it's kind of like, I don't know, a physician discovering quantum mechanics, a physics man, not a doctor, a physics person, physician, physicist, a physicist discovering quantum mechanics and like recognizing what you can actually do with that. Cavemen discovering fire. Not only cavemen discovering fire, but cavemen discovering an electric stovetop. That. Like, all these things you can do with this. Anyway. Anyway. So, that's why I love this sort of thing. And why this is just, it's amazing that GDScript allows you to do that. But in any case, so last damage equals the damage event of new, the origin entity, global position, vector. You're writing that. I also need to go into my weapon script, which is a whole other open. Oh, it's here. Okay. It is, yes, gun.gd contains the weapon script, has an entity. It knows what entity it is. So when it fires a bullet, which is contained in shoot, spawn bullet, actually, in spawn bullet, it will make sure if origin, and you see what I mean by, like, I survived off of my entity, if origin entity in b.origin entity equals entity. So you see what I mean? Electric stovetop. Yes. But you understand what I mean? Like, a caveman that has just been using a fire for everything, like discovers an electric stovetop, like is put in front of an electric stovetop. So instead of having to create create an axe to then cut down a tree, to then cut those trees into logs, to then let those logs dry out, to then build a fire, to then put their steak on top of, you could just grab like a metal pot and put it on an electric stovetop and click a button and you're good. That's the type of, anyway. Wait until he discovers the air fryer. No, that's too far. He's like, wait until he discovers the microwave, because remember, the microwave came before the air fryer. What? Anyway. Have I been making too much noise? No, I have not been making too much noise. That's good. I've been trying to sell certain things on Facebook Marketplace, and I've got a lot of people that have said, "Hey, is this available?" And I've just been using, anytime they ask, "Is this available?" I'll just send "in talks, let you know," because the amount of effort you put into it. If it's still on Facebook Marketplace, it's available. If it doesn't say out of stock, it's available. Why is that a default question? I hate it. Anyway. So. But then we have this. Oh. just don't look. It's so cooked. It is cooked. The whole Facebook. Is this available? No. Just for you because you asked that question. No, it is not available. It is about as cooked as this is. You see what I mean when I'm talking about like attempting to navigate through what I've created in the past? Oh dear. Because, yeah, look, we don't ask these questions. These questions don't get asked. I've got an attack, which is asking for if last damage is an entity. Entity dot last damage. Damage. Last damage equals damage event dot new. Attacker is spawning entity, you see. The location is global position. The direction, now this is going to be interesting. It's going to be the minus global position plus entity dot global position. Yes. And then the damage is going to be damage, and then the speed is going to be 0, so I don't need to put that in. Cool. Oh, character body 2D. Yeah, it needs to be entity. I hope it's all going to be an entity. Would you take $1? As well as the other thing. It's like, bro, I am selling you. I've listed my laptop. I've listed my gaming laptop that cost me $3,000. No, I will not take $1. Are you interested in picking it up? I'm selling my air conditioner, my portable air conditioner, that I paid $800 for $200. No, I will not pick it up. No, I will not take $1. But if you pick it up for me, I don't have to take it to you. Wait until they ask you for you to give them money for them to take it. You to give money and for you to take it. Yeah. So you have to pay them to take it off your hands. Great. Could you give me $20 and I'll take this off your hands? What? No. No. Oh dear. Anyway. So, so last hit info is no longer in entity, but we have last damage. Last damage is going to be all of these things. So, save this. Now, I don't actually need this because last hit info no longer exists in entity. And I can actually... Again, it's, you know, keeping as volatile sort of makes sense. And the reason why I went down that whole rabbit hole was because I'm actually quite proud... No, not here. What am I doing? I'm actually quite proud of the... don't look up there. Actually quite... Don't look here. Actually quite proud of the shield animation that I created for this. So if I start the game here... Here we go. There we go! Oh... Didn't break, it just lagged for no other thing. Alright, boom. You see that? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You see that shit? Fuck yeah. Oh. I need to... Oh dear. that was intense. So the shield, I think, was actually the second thing that I created. For a second, you thought that was Pac-Man? Like this thing? Whatever, you thought it was Pac-Man. Or what I'm playing. Are there still some bugs? Yes. Yes, there are. How can you tell? It almost, like, assassinated me. Bro almost assassinated me. But yeah. Oh. duped. Anyway. So I need to create a this is why playtesting and prototyping is so important. Yeah. When the yellow shield got hit by the enemy doing the thing. Oh yeah, fair. So when when it came like that, yeah, fair enough. Ooh, does dying oh, bro, hell yeah. He's outside the map now. Dying sort of works? Gonna crash the game, isn't it? I mean, technically it didn't crash the game. And I still exist? Question mark? No? Yeah. No crash, just invisible. I am now a ghost. A ghost in the shell. It's like, did my game crash? No? Ghosts are real. Absolutely. 100%. I was one. Source, trust me, bro. Anyway, so I have, because the other thing that I need to refactor as well, and probably won't be super difficult, because the thing that everyone was pointing out before that everyone liked was actually my the way that my levels work, with the way that level transitions work, where if we then come back to here, we can see that we start on the title screen here, and then we go to the main menu here, and everything just sort of pops in. It is using a tile map, but I had to figure out how to use that tile map in a very creative way. And the way that I figured that out was by having a sort of a breadth-first search approach to changing the tiles in a certain order. So that's how I figured that out. Wouldn't it just be a ghost without a shell now that the shield is broken? Yes, ghost without shell, I would say it. That's a good point. Shield is broken. Well, no, the shield came back, though. Shield did come back because he respawned. So, ghost in the ghost shell. Because that's how you contain a ghost. You can't contain a ghost in a normal shell. You have to put it in a ghost shell. A ghost in a ghost shell. Done. What if the shield works while being a ghost? Let's fucking find out. What happens if I die twice? Let's have a look. I need to go collect a gun. Let's go collect a sniper rifle. Here we go. Oh, and the weapon changing animations as well is something that I'm particularly proud of. Look at this. I don't have any sounds for them yet, but I will have sounds. I love that. And look at the reload of the sniper rifle as well. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Let's die real quick. He says as he doesn't let the characters kill him. I need to. Where did you go? Why are you outside? Oh well. I guess the collider gets disabled when they're doing the oof, ouch, owie thing. Maybe. Especially when they hit the corner, it appears. Yeah. So, let's gather enough of them. Because I realize that they can't actually attack in groups. Because they always bounce off each other. This one's gonna kill me. There we go. Ghostbusters. Alright. Okay. Now I'm back. The enemy just wanted to see outer space. Don't you mean cyberspace? I don't have a gun. I can't start the game if I don't have a gun. Let's try picking... Oh, I can't fire still. My character should be disabled. That's what happened. My character got disabled. I can't actually shoot this gun. Upsetting. Now I am just a gun. I have labeled this gun the Prawn. So, oh, this is my volume control, by the way. This is the volume setting. And now it's back. So yeah, let's just look at what it's supposed to look like with the character enabled. But that's what my yeah, the transitions to new zones. Oh, such a good. That's what my upgrade slider is based off of. It's actually based off of the quote-unquote player controllable, which is actually something I may actually use in future projects. The player controllable, where the player jumps into it, it gets collected by the object, and then yeah, it works in this way, and it will actually control this slider in so like I can set it to say 40%. I can jump out. Now my volume is at 40%, and now I can jump back into it and then put it down to like 0%, and it's now muted. Actually at 1, so there we go, it's muted. And then I can come back up to 100%. So yeah, it's sort of like my game design philosophy in all things is like I want players to like point out things and go, that's fucking cool. And this slider thing, oh, that's fucking cool. The level transitions, oh, that's fucking cool. You know, like the fact that the bullets remain, and I had a death effect for the enemies that I really liked, but it sort of broke and it doesn't work anymore, so I need to fix that. But I recognize there's a different way I can do it now, so that I'm going to do it in that other way when I get back to fixing it. But when it was working, it looked pretty cool, and that's nice, and it's neat. And yeah, that's what this is all about. And the same thing with the loadout menu, how like you have your guns actually labeled here as like weapons in a firing range, and don't look at that. But we go back into the shop and we can see here, oh, okay, I'm going to upgrade the damage to a certain level. I can jump into this and there we go, and the little fireworks pops out. Yay, you've upgraded it, and then it will shoot your coins that you've collected up to here, and then yeah, that's how it's going to work. And then it will, I don't know, transform the coins into damage. I don't know what's going to happen next, but yeah, this is what that's referencing, or what it specifically what the use case is. There you go. But yeah, it's sort of like that's neat. So that's, yeah, it's neat. Is it worth 6 months of development and prototype? Probably not. But hey, it is neat. So, yeah. And the other thing that I wanted to do with the firing range is to let you test the weapons in their best use cases. So you can see here, and it also shows you, without having to put any text on the screen whatsoever, the capabilities of each individual weapon. So without knowing what this weapon is, this third weapon here, you can probably guess the best use case for this weapon. I want someone from the chat. Okay, chat engagement. I am legally obliged to engage with my chat based on the affiliate bloody terms of service. What do you think this weapon is going to do? What its main attack form is this? What do you think this weapon is going to do when I put it in? When I finally put it in? Oh, it's also an ad. Sorry. So I'm not getting any bloody engagement because there's a bloody ad going on. So sorry. I know Hades is back because you only got 30 seconds ads because you're in South Africa. That's a thing somehow, which I think is pretty neat. But multiple boomerang, but only one returns. Shotgun? Shotgun, I'd have them in a more like an arc sort of format. But like I appreciate the thing. Multiple boomerangs, but only one returns. I like that one. I like that idea. I also really want to put Australian iconography into the games that I make as well, and a boomerang that returns is absolutely something I'm going to have to do. Multiple boomerangs, but only one returns. I love that. I love that idea. Because that's kind of how the disc war disc is sort of used in games like Terraria, for instance. It's kind of the boomerang, right? Where it bounces off the walls and then comes back to your character. That's the boomerang, the returning something, whatever it is. This is supposed to be an explosive weapon. That's what this is supposed to be. You're supposed to hit it here, and then it hits all 5 targets. Done. It's an explosive weapon. Shotgun would be more like if it was in like an arc sort of format. And so that's what a shotgun would be. So I will actually. Oh no! Undo that. What the hell was that? Oh, that's this testing thing. Okay. Just make sure I'm only selecting these ones. I will actually. I'll put the shotgun next to the sniper because everyone knows that shotties go next to snipers. Oh no, I would actually put that there. So I'll actually do what the shotgun would look like, and actually, I would actually put 3 targets here. There we go. That's how I do the shotgun, because close range, shotgun pops up like that. I'm over here. You were gonna start off with a rocket, but you suppressed your American instance. Yeah, maybe. Here we go. So this would be shotgun. This is the sniper rifle that I'm currently using, but you understand what I mean. And then here would be the rocket launcher. There you go. And the primary idea is that you take 2 weapons in with you. There's going to be a little slider thing here, which is going to be the display of what weapons you have equipped. And then when you come into here, it's going to have whatever weapon you have equipped, the upgrades you can do. And when you swap weapons, it'll swap whatever upgrades are available. So yeah, that's what that is. And yes, I do want the players to be able to invade the firing range. I think I should disable the collisions for these the players and these targets. Anyway, yeah. Oh, how exciting! Oh. Oh. So yeah, that's my design ethos for this game. That's the design ethos for this game, and that's how I want to create it. The little fun interactive sort of thing that happens is probably going to have to get removed because it only works on certain screen sizes, which is upsetting me to no end. It frustrates me because I thought it would work on any screen size, but it doesn't, and I don't know why. In any case, so my bullets and my attacks now create the proper damage event when it hits something because my shield now works when the enemies hit me. Great. But that hasn't done the thing that I've been telling myself that I need to do, which is this bloody thing that I need to do. Which is what I need to do. Goddamn. Where is? Oh. Everyone's. Hang on. Welcome at H. This one. And this one. Notification roll up above. Roll from up above. How did you test that it doesn't work on different screen sizes? Because the screen that I'm using right now is not the same screen that I was using when I started this project. That's how I test that it was a different screen size, because the one I started with was just a 1080p monitor. This is a 1440p monitor, and it did not translate properly. And I'm like, why didn't it work? It works now because I'm deliberately setting it to be, and now, get this, I jump into project settings and I look at the general, I look at display and window. You can see this. This is some cancerous bullshit. This is 1 pixel less in both the width and the height of the screen. It doesn't work if it's the exact screen size. And if it's a lesser screen size, like, what just happened? It's gone. It's gone. Godot is gone. It's gone. Guys. Disappeared. It disappeared, guys. It's gone. But it's still good. Okay, it's cool. It's working. But yeah, so if I look at my... Let's do the exact same thing again. It's 1 pixel below the proper screen size. This game saw your goofy resolution, decided, nah, this is done. I'm done. If I set it to be the exact screen size that it is, this is the current screen size, 256 by 1440. I close this, I then play. It doesn't work. It doesn't do the thing it's supposed to. And then when I quit the game, it doesn't do the thing anymore. Upsetting. And so, and I reckon when it was what it was before, it was 1920 by 1080. I had it on 1919 by 1079 because that's the only time it worked. And if we play it, this is what happens. You've got this fucking big border in the sides. And I'm like, why? Why does this happen? What possible reason does it have to happen this way? Look. So you why? So that's what I'm saying. Why? Everything else works properly, but it has this random ass fucking border around the place. God damn it. So I have to figure that out before I release this game, if that ever fucking happens, or I just remove this really cool thing that I made. Upsetting. Anyway. So that's the problem that I'm having. It happens because the engine wants me to suffer with some random code misplacement. Yes. Yes, that is true. I believe... If you don't believe in anything, believe that. And I believe that. And I believe in other things too. So... yes. Upsetting, but true. It's tragic. It probably also has something to do with the way that I'm doing my pixelation, which is funny. I'm doing it natively. I don't have a shader doing my pixelation. I'm scaling up the viewport to be 2 times what it is, because if you scale it up, you get pixelized, the pixelized format. You can see these squares in the background. They have rough edges to them. I fucking love these rough edges. These things light my brain on fire. I love it too much. I don't know why. I despise aliasing. I love aliasing. I despise anti-aliasing. There we go. So there you go. You see that? Ah, I love it. Ah, I love it. I love it. I don't know why, but there you go. That's what gets me up in the morning. Well, not me, but you know, my pick. Oh no, I was going to say a naughty word. I'm back. And yes, it is like a unique charm. And that's what I love about these sorts of things as well. It just gives that extra bit of... There's a bit of je ne sais quoi, you know? Anyway. Back to what I'm supposed to be doing. Right, so my upgrade slider has an upgrade icon. This upgrade icon, I could probably actually make it like a TV screen. I'm going to make it a TV screen. And then... yes, okay. I'm going to jump back into Pixelorama real quick. Okay, I'm going to go new. I'm going to call it upgrade icon. Okay. And it's going to be 32 by 32 because that's how big my tiles are. Cool. Now, this upgrade icon is actually not going to be an icon at all. I don't like naming things the way they're supposed to be named. It was a weird noise. That was a very weird noise. It was like a whoop. I don't know what that was. It wasn't a bird. I hope it wasn't a bird. Yeah. Anyway. Moving on. So, I'm going to have... Let's have a look at a little TV screen here. Oh, man. Let's have a look at a little TV screen here. Let's give it... Let's... Hey, guys, let's put a TV screen here. Let's put a TV screen. Why not? Hey, Lois. I know. Better. Okay. And then this is what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to have it. Ooh. Should I have it in the middle here? Because I've got 15, 16 here. Now they're two different of the same. If I multiply that by that, I then have... Could be a drop bear. Could be a drop bear. You're right. I'm safe. I eat Vegemite. I'm okay. Drop bears could be rolling around the place. They make these weird noises to get you to go outside. So that's a good point. Very good point. But I do eat my Vegemite. So as part of the Treaty of the Emu War, I am safe. Because if you don't know this, Australia had a war against the emus, which we lost. The emus won that war. But as a part of that, the Australians sort of made a deal with the devil. The devil being the drop bears. The only reason why the population of Australia survived the emu war was because of the drop bears. And as a part of that pact that we made, we now have to feed the drop bears. And so, but they recognize that they need to make sure that they maintain the sovereignty of the Australian people. And so we have identified, okay, so Vegemite makes you secrete this type of, I think it's a vitamin, it's like B12 or something like that. You secrete it in your sweat, which the drop bears can detect. And so if they have someone who's secreting that sweat of this thing, they won't attack them. But that's where tourists come in, because non-Australians hate the taste of Vegemite. And so, when the tourists come to this country and they don't eat Vegemite, those are the targets for the drop bears. That's why Australia is heavily advertising tourism for this country, because we need people to feed the drop bears to maintain the Treaty of the Emu War. It's a real thing, by the way. Look it up. Emu War. It exists. It's wild. Anyway. This is the most fever dream stuff I've heard. No, it's... What do you mean? It's real life. Okay. I need to make a TV screen. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, you're talking about. File... I need to... Let's have a look at the slider back now. So, okay. So this is going to be the basics of the frame of my TV screen. If I come over here, I'll then... No. I'll put it like this. I'm going to put it like this. Am I going to give it a bit more of a curve? Yes, I think I will. Yes, I think I will. Yeah. What do you mean? This is just... Yeah, Bovril is equally effective against drop bears? No. That's just what the Bovril Co. wants you to believe, and that's what we want you to believe as well. Bovril, whilst, again, the taste of it... I fucking love Vegemite. I love the taste of Vegemite. It's so good. I would literally eat it out of the tin. It's that nice. For me. But that's because I'm Australian. So... Sunken cost fallacy? No. Wrong. It's good. It's actually good. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Hang on. This is fighting words now. This is fighting words. Look, I will go to the reason why your country is called ZA. Because SA already exists, and that's South Australia. You want me to demo that? You want me to demo grabbing Vegemite and eating it out of the tin? Okay. Alright. Stream content. I'm gonna run a 3-minute ad so I can prevent other things. I also need to go to the bathroom. So I will run a 3-minute ad to prevent the next hour of ads. So yes, I'll be right back. I'm going to take this opportunity to do a streamer thing, which is go to the bathroom and then also get more content. So I'll be right back. Run that ad. Is it running? Now it's running. All right. Oh, you people on YouTube. Hello. I love me a spoonful of Vegemite. Spoon. Vegemite. I've still got another 30 seconds of ads. Every Australian has a fake bottle of Vegemite that's filled with chocolate sauce. This is new. New. Because the other one was eaten too much. Look at that. Gorgeous. Hang on, let's if this is chocolate sauce, this is the wildest chocolate sauce you've never seen. Here we are. Now we've got streaming content to do. I said I will eat this straight out of the tin. It's thick as fuck though, eh? There we go. Look at that. That is a cone. That's actually quite scenic, to be honest. Like it's quite beautiful in a way. Look at that. Look at that cone of Vegemite. Mm. Mm. It's quite hard to munch sort of through. Drink 51 water, please. It is quite a They say the serving size is 5 grams. I'm pretty sure I just ate like. I'm pretty sure I just ate like. I want to say maybe 20 grams. So I've had 100% of my B2 intake, 100% of my B3 intake, 200% of my folate intake, 200% of my methionine, my B1 intake, and actually only 28 grams, 28% of my daily intake of sodium. But you're right, there's 3,300 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams of this. I just probably had my weekly quota of everything. Costco does a 950 kilo. Wow, this is 560 grams. This is 560 grams. Hang on, the camera wants to focus. Is the camera gonna focus? Is it gonna focus? Is it gonna focus? No, it's not gonna focus. Okay, it's 560 grams. Look, surprisingly, not as much sodium as you think that there is in there. Oh, but my mouth is on fire. I love it. 165 milligrams of sodium, which is wow. I've not actually done that before. Let's be real here. I've not actually done that before. I have, like, when the tin is almost empty, like done my finger around the edges and it's nice. But I've never actually just gotten a spoon. So I've not actually done that before, but we're discovering firsts on this channel. Incredibly low fat, incredibly low saturated fat, no sugar. And not so many carbs. Interesting. Not so much fiber. Basically no kilojoules of energy. 2%. I've had now 8% of my daily intake of protein. Late. Yeah, there you go. This is indeed the peak content that we're looking for. And you notice how I just licked the spoon clean without even being asked to do that? I'll dead set grab another one of those. Hell yeah. See that? That is about that. Thanks for the sub, by the way. I didn't realize that this was sub-level content. But this is what the people want, right? Like that's a hefty amount of Vegemite. That's probably, if you were trying to show your mate that's never had Vegemite before in their life, this is probably like twice, actually like 3 times the amount you'd actually give them, spread out onto a thin slice of bread, spread out like thinly, with butter and cheese on it. That's the sort of prime tourist way to integrate yourself into loving Vegemite. Have it with butter and cheese, and that's how you do it, right? On a piece of bread. And this is, again, probably about like 3 times the amount that you'd actually give them. But when you get to my stage, you start really lathering it on thick on the bread, and you do love it with cheese. That never changes. And mixing with butter is quite nice, but you start lathering on thicker and thicker until you realize, like, we could just cut out the middle, man. Just go straight to spoon in jar. Fucking Vegemite, man. Also helps you sleep, because with this amount of sodium, start with a spoonful, mate. This is part of the Australian citizenship test, by the way. So there's 2 questions to the 300. Oh, look at my teeth; they're yellow now. 300 over 150 blood pressure. Yes. My shields are restored against the drop bears. Absolutely. I am now secreting the B12. Huh? The Australian citizenship test has 2 questions on it. the Australian citizenship test has 2 questions on it. The first question is... name this. Oh, hang on. I need to just jump back to my... There we go. First question is, name this. What is this called? What is that called? What is this called? That's your first question. What is this called? Why does it have the crust? Because it needs the crust. That's why it has the... See, you're not... Nah. Oh, okay, it depends. I think... Okay, that's a very regional... That's a very regional question. Why does it have the crust? In Queensland? Yes. Correct, Cavcan. You are absolutely correct. This is fairy bread, and it is an Australian delicacy. Some have the crust on, some don't. I honestly prefer it with the crust on. It gives that extra bit of je ne sais quoi. It's nice. But this is fairy bread, and these are not sprinkles. Don't go and order sprinkles and slather it on an American bread without butter and say, oh, it's nice. It's pretty shit because it's not. No, this is hundreds and thousands, and they are not sprinkles. Okay, these are hundreds of thousands. We call them hundreds of thousands. That's what they are. They are not sprinkles. Completely different things. The only now this is a personal thing. Now I'm pretty sure, Mr. Hades, that I will I don't think I did that right. Okay, hang on. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there it is. Oh, hang on. There it is. Hang on. There it is. Yes. The only other alternative, now this is more my European heritage that I will accept that isn't fairy bread, is this one. This one here. There it is. This is not fairy bread. But if you are going to put sprinkles on a slice of bread, this is acceptable in my opinion. And this is, again, these aren't sprinkles. And Hades ZA would like that. Chocoladehagel, maybe, because it's quite Dutch, this one. Very Dutch, this one. And Dutch and German? I don't know. It's chocolate sprinkles, man. Kind of worldwide, I guess. But yeah, Der Rütier is the type of chocolate sprinkles, Chocoladehagel, that you can find in Aldi. And oh, anyway, moving on. What were you saying? It has to be on toast. Butter, toast, and melted chocolate. Yeah, no, look, it's good. That's good. In a case, tastes so much better? No, it tastes different because part of the hundreds and thousands appeal is the crunchiness of it. That's the best part about it. So yeah, the color. Look, hundreds of thousands of colors used to be different. No, your visual cortex used to be more saturated because you were younger and you enjoyed life a bit more. Now we are old and weathered. Unfortunately, doesn't look as nice anymore. So that is an unfortunate reality, a truth that has to be considered. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Cheap sugary paste? Leave. I know, I like you. I like you. But leave. I'm sorry, no, stay. Wait, no, please. Calling it a cheap sugary paste kind of makes me recoil at the back of my hackles. My hackles go like sort of thing as my Australian hackles go up. But I also like you, so unfortunately those sorts of things battle out. So yeah, don't say those words again. In any case, this is my upgrade screen. This is my upgrade screen. What's going to appear in here is the actual upgrade icon test, or the upgrade icon. What's going to here is the current value. What's going to go here is what the iterand is. And the iterand is going to be something like, it's going to be something like multiply by, I guess 1.5. It's going to be something like this. And this is the current value. Oh dear. 1.0. Right. So this is going to be the current value, and I do realize that I need to make sure that it is width, that the width is correct, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up having to create a font. I'm pretty sure this font already exists, but so yeah. So 1.0 is the current value, and then this is the value it will increase by when you upgrade this thing. But the other thing that I need to put here is the cost. The cost. How do I put the cost here? Because we've got the current value, what it's going to increase by. I don't have a lot of real estate up here. I could probably... Don't have a lot of real estate, remember. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now we're getting into game design territory that I'm not the best at. It's a bit challenging. I could do, instead of so let's just put this here, right? Yep. Oh, okay. Might as well make my own font. I'm this deep anyway. Let's have a look at it. I still think the colors are closer to primary colors than the pastels. Very fair enough. What's my stance on AI? Look, my stance on AI is a very long and complicated sort of mindset about it. Do I think AI is an incredible technological revolution? Absolutely. Do I despise the way it's being used currently? Absolutely. Am I ever going to use it to am I ever going to use it in my own programming? Absolutely not. I will despise, I personally despise the use of programming, use of AI in the way of being like, hey, write this thing to do this in this language. I don't like that at all. For me, for myself personally. I don't, because the reason why is I don't think it actually improves you as the programmer if you decide to use that way. So avoid that at all costs, in my opinion, because I want to get better. And I can't do that if something else is doing the programming. I understand that there's a way that you can use it to say like, hey, make this do this, and then you get an example, and you take that, and then you reprogram it and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's sort of a less offensive use, but it's still quite offensive. And again, one of the big reasons why is because those AI data centers that are destroying the natural environment is just not worth it. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. Oh, I could do it this way. Hang on. Okay, so we've got the current value, which I'm going to have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 by 3, I think. We've got the current value point, and then got the current value. Got the current value. What? This is 15. That's 0. So So yeah, this is the middle. Current value, what it's going to increase by. Oh, hang on. I should be doing this on another layer. I should be doing it on another layer. Let's do it on another layer. Boop. No, not that. Merge down, new layer. Here we go. So we've got the current value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Current value dot like this. Okay, and then we have a thing like this, and then we've got the thing above. Then we have what it's going to increase by. So you've got like this. 2 looks like this. Yes. Yes, times 2, and I can also have plus 2 like that, or I can have multiplied by 2, something like that. And that's the current value. That's what it will. That's what it will increase by, and then I will have to do this. Because I might want to do like I might want to do 1 point something, and I can't do that if it's right against the edge here. I guess I'm gonna have to do this, make it an affront to my my symmetrical brain. So we've got 1 and say like 1 point, and we'll make it. How does a 5 look like again? There we go. So we got like 1.5, and then over here, because we've got this square, so therefore, oh dear, so this square here, which if I then come over here, I then just like that, die. And then what's the TV used for? I will get that in a sec. You said, oh, hang on. Let's have a look. As the previous person who used to be like the person you're describing, it's still pretty bad, especially when you don't know how to code. Yes, the code it provides can sometimes be a bit iffy. It always is, because it doesn't know what it's actually doing. You would disagree with my interesting take. That's perfectly fine. I have also clarified my opinions by saying that the idea of me being absolutely abjectly refusing the idea of using programming to assist in my coding is like the carpenter who says, I only use hand tools because otherwise you don't get better as a carpenter. Anyone who uses a power saw is cheating. You're doing the same thing but faster, right? And you might make it a bit sloppier, especially when you don't know how to do it properly, but you're doing the same thing but faster. And that's the sort of mindset you have to adopt when it comes to AI. And yes, if you use AI to say, how do I do this in this language? And it will spit out something, and you grab that and then you modify it to make sure it works, yada yada, you interpret it in the way that you want it to, then fine. But are you getting as good when the process of getting from nothing to something requires asking AI a question? That's my idea about it. And when it comes down to it, so in Oz, do you also do kids' birthday parties with fairy bread sausage rolls and cocktail sausages? Yes. What do you mean? That's the only way to celebrate a birthday properly. The only way you can make it better is, okay, you got sausage rolls, why do you need cocktail sauce? Well, we got Cheerios, Frankfurts. That'll make it sort of work. That with a toothpick and a tomato sauce, excellent. But in reality, the only thing you need is party pies as well. Add that as party pies, and maybe a bag of lollies. Great. Furthermore, if the dude that only used manual tools ever is forced to use a power saw, you would also worry about his safety. Yes, 100%. So it's kind of the sort of mindset to it. Doesn't sort of... Yeah, I don't know. It kind of works. What's the TV for? This TV... 9. This TV is going to be the upgrade upgrade icon thing. So yeah, this is going to be the icon that sits above the... but you also fear most of the dude who's only ever used a power saw without understanding the fundamentals. Yes, this is a perfect encapsulation about my perspective of AI. Like, the dude that only has used manual tools is forced to use a power saw. You worry about his safety. But you also worry about the guy who's only knows how to use a power saw without understanding the fundamentals of carpentry. And only, you know, it's the YouTube tutorial carpenter. You've got the carpenter who went to TAFE and learnt how to do carpentry, and then you've got the carpenter who only watches YouTube tutorials. But then again, that's the way you sort of figure it out. That's sort of when the analogy falls apart, but you get what I mean. Or TikTok Reels, actually. Only watches TikTok Reels to... Even though I say that, and you've got this one channel who literally, like, tells you all the things you don't want to do to get wrong in a very concise and cohesive format. I forget his name. I think it's like something Renault's, something like that. Anyway. I will actually need to get going, though. That was the other thing I forgot to say a little bit earlier. I need to get going, because we've got a thing I need to do. Unfortunately. Sorry, guys. But I will just finish this little upgrade. I'm going to call it background. Upgrade background. And this is going to be what the upgrade icon sits on. We've got the type of upgrade it'll be. We have the cost of the upgrade here. We then have the current value that the stat is staying at, and then we have the what will happen when you purchase it. So this is the cost. This is the current value, and this is what happens when you upgrade. It'll either be times, which I might actually put here, or it'll be plus. So you see that? Cool. Makes sense? Good. But yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, and also, Vinge Ren Galma. You are on YouTube. Hello from YouTube. How are you? Yes. AI is at the stage where it could be tasked with watching your stream and front-running your game. I guess, but like, I don't want... For someone who loves programming things, I do a lot of things manually. Like, in my Discord server, I recognize there are bots that will say, hey, I'm live, here's the thing. I write out... I didn't even start copying and pasting for a while. Like, I write out my link to my Twitch stream. Okay, I gotta go. Sorry, I'm getting insistent now. You guys have a good one. It is fun. It's really fun to be able to do stuff. I gotta go. I've gotta go. I will just... Hello. I need to go. I'm sorry. Too many conversational pieces happens at the same time, and unfortunately, it always seems to happen when I need to leave. But anyway, you guys have a lovely, great day. Mr. Vinjren Galma, have a check at my Discord server if it's somewhere on YouTube. I don't think it is. But you'll also see my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/QuillaManar. You can find that, and you can find my Discord server, which will also get you notified when I do another stream, in case YouTube does not do it. So yeah. Bye now, bye-bye. And that's the same thing for everyone else. Follow the Discord link, just join the server. And again, I have to do it manually. That's the thing, so it might take a little bit of time. Go to the roles chat, pick a role, and I'll get it to you. I have to do it manually because I'm not